Megan Ferran?
Yes.
Vanthal, you competitive?
Yes, sir.
Better get your mind right for this one. She's trying to keep it a surprise, but
I'm here.
I ain't having it. You gonna do video with us?
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Megan Wood.
Hey.
So
How we doing?
I was trying to slow you down today by talking to you on the phone, trying to, so you wouldn't smoke everybody. Everybody was paying me money. So just keep her on the phone. That way she won't make us look so bad.
I was actually supposed to go to the grocery store today. I didn't get that done. So.
Oh, shoot.
I know.
Do y'all do delivery for $3.99 there?
Not here. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
If you had a house built right here beside me, they would.
I know. That's my goal. Right?
Hey, so
that's my goal.
I can't. I mean, where I live in Burlington, they won't deliver it either. But I'm going back Wednesday. But God, here, I mean, you order like 7 items. I bring it over here for $4. I was like, I just order every day. I don't know about that. Hey, Megan.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to keep it a secret. When were you going to unveil your secret? Leventovich done told me they were doing this right here.
Yeah.
I know this.
What I did for the week.
This morning you had 22,000 already submitted. This morning.
Yeah.
But you were going to work the rest of the day.
That's right. I got a total of 27,500 annual premium for the week.
How many apps?
I did 52 applications.
Because, it's weird when these people have like 2 apps. And they're like, I got 10,000. 2 apps. Okay, you're right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am thrilled that she had 10,000. I really am. Matter of fact, I should text that girl. She's like, why do you get excited when you have 2 apps for 10 grand? I'm excited. I'm just not as excited if I got 52. Because you could have 10 apps fall off. And you're like, good. They have 10 fall. They got 0. 2 minus 10, they might -8. You know what I mean?
And I'm actually upset with myself because I wanted to do 30,000. So
I wanted you.
That was my goal.
I did you too. I wanted you to also. 52 applications. Yeah.
Today is Sunday. I just want to be clear. You did those today?
Yeah, I worked today. Yeah.
She did 5,000 after talking to me.
You wrote 52 applications today, or you mean in the last 7
No, for the week.
Okay.
For the week.
Okay.
No, she did 22,000 this morning. We were talking early this morning at Cats, and I had her download. I don't know, guy wrote $8,000 this week, I think. Guy who likes your aunt. What's his name?
Chris.
Chris
Manifold.
I had Manifold on. I had her. I had Mia. I had Mia's new downline, who I hope is on here. What was his name? Zeb Dez. Dez on.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep writing to Megan. That's all I'm going to have to say about that.
She's going to have to do what?
Keep writing the applications if you want to keep the lead. That's all I have to say. Don't slow down.
Never.
I just wanted to give you a fair warning that if you slow down, you will be passed. You have a solid lead at the moment, but we'll keep running.
Yeah. Good.
How are you doing on referrals? Hey, you did a little script, how you talk on the phone to people about, you get them to tell you something like how it upset them, or just do a little you're teaching, like if you're teaching me how to get people urgent.
So when I call people, that's what I've been doing. But when I call people, like I literally have a conversation with them for the first 10, 15 minutes before I even talk about why they sent the lead in. I just have a conversation with them and I write down key points, just by having a conversation. Do they have grandkids? What kind of is going on in their life? Have they been in the hospital? Stuff like that. I just get an idea of, what's important to them. their kids? Like, what is important? And then I asked him, I'm like, okay, so what were you kind of thinking when you were online filling this out? Or what were you kind of thinking when you got this in the mail and you were filling it out? Who were you wanting to make sure was protected? Which I already know the answer because I had that conversation with them. And then I think one thing that really helps me out a lot, and it gets people thinking, is they want to make sure, like whoever, let's just say they want to make sure their kids are taken care of. I'm like, have you ever been in a situation yourself or have seen a situation where a loved one or someone has passed away and they didn't have things taken care of? Have you ever seen that? Like, what does that look like? And so it makes them think, and it makes them think, yeah. And, you know, I have a lot of people that are like, my husband passed away and he didn't have anything. And I know how I felt. So I don't want to put that on my loved ones. Or they're going to tell you somebody in their life passed away and they had everything taken care of. And it was so nice because it didn't put that burden on them. And so they appreciate the fact of what we do and what we can do for people. So it's either one way or the other, but it makes people start thinking about what is it going to look like either way. And so, you know, that really, I think that helps out a lot in conversation. And, you know, like I'll tell them, yeah, I mean, I've seen it before and I completely understand where you're coming from. So what my job is I'm going to try and make sure that doesn't happen. So what I do is I just submit an application to the company to see if you guys get approved. And then I call you about a week later and let you know if you're approved or not. And then we go from there. So, you know, I mean, I make a friend first, and I think that's huge for sure.
Yeah, so I was telling the kid that was on our desk that you had 22,000. We're on a call this morning. So tell him how many, he's listening. Tell him how many apps you wrote since we talked this morning and how much premium.
I wrote 13 applications and it was 22,000. This morning, I believe, when we talked. So I wrote 5,500.
Hey, Megan,
after we got off the phone today.
See how quick she's got the numbers? They're right at her fingertip. Like she's a freakazoid when it comes to stats on herself. This is very critical. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay, Amaka, I want you to come on here live. I've been promising to talk to you. Can you open up your video and your audio, Amaka, or is it?
Yes, Andy, I can.
Have you hit your video?
Yes.
Hey. So your question: how come you don't get excited when you read 2 apps for 10 grand?
Yes.
And somebody wrote 15 apps for 15 grand. You felt like I'm excited, but I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm not discouraged, but I'm like, oh my God, she went to a person's house and wrote an application.
Yes, sir.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm happy. I am happy, but it's like I can't go crazy over it. So my question is, my guess is you have a full-time job?
Well, this is my full-time job.
This is not your full-time job. This is part-time job. Part-time.
Yes, Andy.
Where are you from? Where you live?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Do you have an accent or do I have an accent?
I think we both do.
Where else have you lived besides Houston?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Were you born in Nigeria or born in Houston?
Born in Nigeria, moved to America 2013.
2013?
Yes, sir.
Did you learn English in school?
Yes, we did.
Nigeria. What else do you speak?
Igbo, that's the native language.
Two languages?
Igbo, yes.
Igbo and English.
Yes, sir.
They speak any Spanish? Habla español?
Yes, I used to sell direct TV, so I used to have to be like, you have cable en la casa. That was about it.
Sí, señor. Okay. Hey, are you a competitor or are you one of those people going, what? Good for the Megans. I'm happy for all the Megans.
I am a competitor against myself, not so much other people.
Okay, stop. So how are you doing? So let's say top performing. Like let's say you're leaving all the blood on the street, all the sweat, you've given it all you got, you wore out the phones, you pissed off your mama, the children, the grocery people, the plumber, everybody's mad at you. That's 100.
Yes.
But everybody around you is happy and you're putting out about 10%. So 1 to 100. Where are you on what you're capable of right now?
Honestly,
Hey, excuse me. I'd like for you to be honest.
40%.
You know, my son played hockey, and we used to tell him, get the puck out of the net. You know, hockey, puck, it's supposed to be G-rated, right? 40%.
Yeah.
Good for you. Way to put it out. Finally, you're in America with a chance to make millions of dollars. There's no prejudice because you're from Nigeria. There's no prejudice because you got an accent. There's no prejudice because you're a female. And you give 40%, and you want me to be excited? I'm going to get excited. All right, I'm ready to come to this video on you.
I am working on it. I definitely am trying to, Megan, I need a one-on-one.
Let me tell you something. Here's how you work, Sean. Watch this. You see how I got that? See that? It's called a light switch. You want me to work on it some more? This is not a process. 100% is day one.
Yeah.
Learning to speak Igbo, that'd be a process. I can't just turn on my Igbo. Is that what you called it?
Yes, Igbo.
I can't just turn on Igbo. Effort. You got kids?
No, just celebrated my first wedding anniversary in April. Newly wed, I guess.
You know
no
how?
Kids.
What if your husband said, "I'm gonna try to 100% devoted to you, but it's gonna take me a time before I get 100% devoted"?
I'm sorry, Andy. Can you say that again?
I said, what if your husband said, "I'm going to be 100% devoted to you, but it'll take some time. I'm going to start out about 40% committed to you because I still got some little, things I'm dealing with"?
We would not be married today.
Yeah, because it's not a process of going 100%, is it?
Yes.
Now, if you say, Andy, you don't understand. My mother lives here. She's dying of cancer. You don't understand. I got a cat with a brain tumor.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
My niece.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea I was going to be on. I would have prepared better. I apologize.
You could have said no. You're not going to have me on video.
No, absolutely. I mean, no, absolutely not.
Great. You look great.
Thanks, Andy.
40% just don't look good on you.
Working on definitely.
Let me ask you this: do you have other situations in your life that are really heavy burdens that keep you from giving 100?
No.
So tomorrow morning, what time are you going to get up?
It's 7 a.m.
Why don't you get up tomorrow and give 100%?
That's the plan.
And compete for the people. Compete with the people. And then they can say, well, no wonder you started doing good. You started working. That's what you did. It's not like you're talented. You just started working. That's all you did. That's what people say. People say that about me. So you know why Andy makes so much money? Because he works all the time.
Right.
And then somebody will say, he hunts 2 weeks in Africa with his kids, right? He goes jet skiing, right? He hunts in Alaska. He grills out all the time. He goes fishing, deep sea fishing all the time. He goes to Vegas and gambles like crazy, right? How's he working all the time and goes to Italy and Spain? How does he do that? How does he work all the time and do that? Because I'm not pucking around when I'm doing something crazy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I'm 100% on vacation. Come with me casinos. You think I am 100%? We go down and be like, focus. We run 2 twos. Hit 2 twos. If other people that don't know something, hey, focus. We go, you know what I'm saying? We're there to take the casino's money. We ain't there to part around. Does that make sense? And when I order to eat steak, y'all come eat me steak. I don't be like, I'll have a small. I'll be like, get the biggest daggone steak you got, have it pre-sliced, and be smiling when you bring it over here. Make it sizzling. What else y'all got good? What do y'all got that we ain't ordered? Tomahawk steak. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So how did you get like this? Well, I come out of my mama upside down and naked and screaming.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Anyway, hey, look, Amaka.
Yes, sir.
If anybody else has been saying, way to go, let me explain to you what that means. They think you're about this talented. I hear you, and I'm going like, you speak Igbo and English? You were born in Nigeria and figured out how to get to Houston? Then been married a year? Damn. Does that make sense? I would not be impressed with a person who is impressed with my performance at 40%.
That makes sense. It really does.
The people that say to me, Andy, when are you going to get a G5? I go like, you damn sure believe I'm getting me a G5, bud. Not the ones that say like, you got a plane, how come you still working? I'll be like, because I got more to give. Buddy. You know when I say buddy, what that means? I don't want to say the other word.
Right.
Does that make sense, Menakino? I think we can get, hey, that's part of your team, ain't it?
It is.
I think.
That's one of my mentors right there.
Well, he's been bitching at you. Should. Menakino, you got me on the, I should find out where she was before. I think.
Dude, I agree with what you're saying, dude. You're 100%. It's like Amaka, like, she knows what she's capable of. She knows what she can do. She knows she's not putting it in like she could, right? Just like anybody. Like I look at Megan Wood coming in here and crushing it and putting up application count, because anybody can go write 2 or 3 big apps. But like who's putting in the applications, right? I got 3 applications declined and rewrote them this week before most people wrote their applications. And it's just like, Megan, I'm sure you're getting more declines than some people are even writing, right? Like that's the craziest thing. And it's just like, if you just keep putting them in, you're going to get it. And like Amaka, like, dude, you could write. It's a matter of what are you going to put in? How much effort are you going to put in?